In this video, I'm going to show you that you don't need the best weapons and the best armor to have an OP stealth commando build. Let's jump in. Hi everyone, I'm Ratty and welcome to another video. If you're interested in seeing more videos all about Fallout 76, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss another upload. And I also have an awesome Discord server all about Fallout 76. If you want to join that, the link is in the description. Okay, so I made a video a few weeks ago now showcasing my Bloodied stealth commando build, and I had a lot of people in the comments say, oh, but you know, I can't get all this best gear that you've got, you know, I can't get all this unyielding armor and, you know, the Bloodied handmaids that you have and all this sort of stuff. And my response is that you don't need this gear to have an OP build, and in this video I'm going to show you why that is the case. So you'll notice that, so this is my normal gear, all this unyielding and this chameleon piece, but today I'm going to be rocking just some standard level 50 heavy leather, okay? And we're also going to be rocking a normal fixer, okay? So the normal fixer you get for as a potential reward for completing the encrypted event, and you know, if you learn the plan, then you can get legendary variants of the fixer from the purveyor. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys how you can have an OP build without the need for all the you know, high-end legendary gear. And I don't even have the best high-end legendary gear. I've got an okay Bloodied fixer. It's not great, you know, VATS critical shots do 50% damage, which is really nice. And you know, some of my legendary gear is pretty good. You know, I've got this really nice Secret Service unyielding AP refresh Sentinel left arm, which is really good. But other than that, a lot of my stuff is still pretty standard, and I'm just working towards, you know, upgrading it with legendary modules and stuff. So we're going to, I'm going to show you guys just how OP your build can be, and then I'll get into, you know, the perks and all that sort of stuff. If you want to, you know, if you want to replicate the build for yourself, but you'll be able to see soon enough that I can do plenty enough damage and remain stealthy and all that sort of stuff just with normal gear. You don't need the best stuff. And even when I do get detected, you know, we're still able to sort of hold our own and, you know, still deal out some decent enough damage. Let me just wait for my AP to refresh. So obviously the biggest issue with, like, for me not having unyielding armor is like the lack of action points. But you know, if you just take your time and you know, you're a bit more sort of methodical in your approach, then you know, you'll fare just fine. You know, you just have to adjust your playstyle accordingly to suit your inventory, I guess. I'm not just going to show you me killing a few super mutants. We'll head on to some other locations in a bit. You know, we're going to take on some scorch beasts and all that sort of stuff, and I'll show you that, you know, you do not need the best gear, guys. I mean, I am using this as a bloody build, so do bear in mind as well that I'm getting some increased damage from you know, like the likes of Nerd Rage and Adrenal Reaction and stuff. But you know, you can use stealth commandos at full health. You know, sneak attacks and everything are what you're looking for to maximize that damage output. So it's all about staying stealthy, hence the name, and you know, banging out those sneak attacks. So let me know down in the comments what you guys, what build you're currently using, and whether you're, you know, are you fully spec'd for sort of like maximum damage output and, you know, remaining stealthy and all that sort of stuff, or are you more geared towards, you know, some carry weight perks and all that sort of thing? Because, you know, that's perfectly okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with how people want to play this game, and I don't ever understand why people feel it necessary to like lecture people about how they should play the game. You know, everybody's entitled to play this game how they see fit. All I'm doing here is showing that, you know, the gear doesn't matter as much. I mean, of course it helps, but it is not by any means necessary to be able to you know, do like the best damage and all that sort of stuff. You know, you just don't need it. But like I said, of course it helps, but it is by no means necessary. By no means necessary. Okay, so I've just travelled down to the Fisher site just west of Prime, and we're going to take on some Scorched Beasts and that sort of stuff, and we'll see how we fare against a Scorched Beast. Let's see, what level is this Scorched Beast? Level 65. Okay. Right, I'm in. Oh, I wasn't getting sneak attacks. Alright, this Scorched Beast is. There we go. Okay, so here's where I'm going to have a problem because of my AP. Okay, we're back to hidden. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I mean that Scorched Beast was a little problematic, but it was only problematic because of all the ads that were running around. But we'll head over to Prime, and we're going to see if we can spawn another Scorched Beast, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, we're approaching Fisher site Prime, but oh, here we go. We have a Scorched Beast. There you go. You can see that's you know, relatively easy. That was. Haven't got anything on him. Let's see, what are you? Level 65. Okay, you see, easy. I need to take some Ratty, otherwise I'm going to die from radiation poisoning. Okay, we're done here. So let me just get myself hidden, and then I'll show you my build and all that sort of stuff. So let me just show you once again the weapon that I'm using. So I'm just using a standard fixer with a powerful automatic receiver and a long line barrel, an aligned stock, piercing magazine, reflex sight, and a suppressor. So I'm not sure if these are the best mods to use, but these are the mods that I'll just put on this fixer when I started making this video. Okay. Then my gear is just heavy leather. So I bought the plans for this heavy leather gear from the Charleston station, from the vendor bot there. So if you guys want to get those plans, you can do that. Okay, and then you can just craft like low level gear and scrap it to unlock the mods if you haven't already got the mods. So I've just applied shadowed and muffled to all of these pieces, to the legs, and then I've got ultralight on the arms, and then I've just got a standard backpack as well, just for some carry weight. So I've got 60 carry weight on the backpack, no mod on there. And then on the chest, that's just treated leather with ultralight build. Okay, I haven't used any chems, so you'll see that my effects, I'm just under the effect of Nerd Rage, and I've got some Ratty because I just took some Ratty, and oh, I'm on the effect of some roasted Scorched Beast Heart, which gives me +3 endurance, but nothing else. So my mutations that I have are Adrenal Reaction, which gives me increased weapon damage at low health. Obviously, you know, if you want to run a full health build, you know, the build is still more than viable. The amount of damage increase that you're going to get from Adrenal Reaction is minimal on sort of low damage output weapons, but obviously the more damage you can sort of do, then the better. Bird Bones, Carnivore, Eagle Eyes, Grounded, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, Speed Demon. Nothing there that's really, you know, really like groundbreaking and different to pretty much a normal sort of Commando build, I guess. And then if we go and look at my perks, so I'll run one in Bandolier, just for a little bit of ammo weight reduction. Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando. 3 in Concentrated Fire to be able to target those headshots, and a little bit increased damage. Tank Killer obviously ignores some armor and percentage chance to stagger. I use Fireproof because I do a lot of Scorched Beast Queens, so it makes you immune from the scream from Scorched Beasts. so that's what I use Fireproof for. I use 2 in Lone Wanderer because I always play as a solo player. It's very rare you'll ever find me part of a team. And I use 2 points in Tenderizer. Tenderizer is regarded by a lot of players as a useless perk, but let me tell you that it is not. It is extremely useful, and if you're unsure about how it works, I suggest you do some research into it and you'll probably soon change your mind. 3 points in Nerd Rage, obviously because I'm a standard bloody build anyway, so increased weapon damage at 20% health, and I gain some extra damage resistance and all that sort of stuff. And then, so the big attributes for Stealth Commando are agility and luck, obviously besides perception. So I'll run 3 points in Covert Operative, 3 in Sneak, 1 in Escape Artist, 1 in Gun Fu, 5 in Adrenaline, and 2 in Action Boy. So I used to run 3 in Gun Fu and 3 in Adrenaline, and then I realised that the damage increase from Gun Fu is only applicable while you're in one singular VATS round. So you only really need the Gun Fu perk to be able to just switch between targets. So I knocked it down to rank 1, and then I bumped up Adrenaline to rank 5. So Adrenaline's obviously, you get the damage buff for the whole 30 seconds, sorry. And that damage refreshes the kill, so regardless of whether you're in a VATS round or not, you've got that damage buff. So if you guys are running 3 in Adrenaline, 3 in Gun Fu, sorry, maybe look at switching it, okay? And then I'll run 15 in Luck, so I'll run 3 in Better Criticals, because obviously I've got a VATS critical damage fixer, bloody fixer, so if I can bump those critical damage up even higher, then I will. On a 3 in Serendipity, obviously I'm a bloody build, I want to avoid damage at low health, I don't want to be dying all the time. 1 in 4-Leaf Clover, just to give me that extra chance to fill that critical meter. I'm not interested in rank 3 in it, because my criticals fill up so fast anyway that I'd rather spend the points elsewhere. 2 in Starch Genes, obviously I want to keep on all my mutations. 3 in Critical Savvy, so this is why I only run 1 in 4-Leaf Clover, because Critical Savvy reduces the amount that your critical meter is used when you use a critical hit. And then I'll use 3 in Bloody Mess just to increase that weapon damage just a little bit more. Okay, so if you guys have enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more Fallout 76 videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.